sweet it is to be loved by you. Hey, Mel.
Good morning, Tony.
You, you living? You living this morning?
Very much so.
Ah, boy. You want me to pray so you could wake up some more, or you okay?
Pray, pray, pray.
Yeah, you want me to
Nothing
pray.
wrong with prayer.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, folks, we back. We always having some difficulties, but I don't think we can have them no more. So we solved that, and I think we show will be 3 times a week on a consistent basis. We shouldn't have no network issues. Uh,
God's grace.
we should be fine. We solved that problem. Well, Mel, you look you're looking pretty and smiling this morning. So since that, go ahead with your health tip and then we get back to the show. And the
Okay.
show is what? Current.
Reality.
What's that? What's that show today?
Reality.
Current affairs.
Current
Reality in the relationship. Reality. All right, you want me to live reality? Okay,
reality. Current
do your
affairs. Yeah.
do your do your yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Reality. Current of
ladies
yeah,
and
reality.
gentlemen, we continue with our health focus and we're continuing with prevention. And as you will recall, we highlighted three areas that is critical to our local population: the obesity, the the suicides, and of course, um, cancers. It seems as if these are the things that are plaguing our local population. And last segment, we looked at how to know if you're overweight and how to calculate your body mass index. So today we're going to go into the the ABC of obesity prevention, and we have it right there on the screen. A is to adopt new healthy habits. B, balance your calorie intake. And of course, C is to control your weight gain. And when you look at it, if you adopt healthy habits, it means that there is the almost natural inclination for your calorie intake to be balanced and also for your weight gain to be controlled. So it is a continuum or a connection between the three activities: A, B, C. If you forget anything or you want to remember how to stay within your body mass index or how to move towards a healthier body mass index, then these are the tips. Of course, when you in your body mass index, you automatically prevent yourself from becoming obese. So let's look at the healthy habits. Eating is one of them. And on the screen, I have foods to eat that are beneficial for the prevention of obesity. And that is also important for the prevention of other illnesses as well. And then the foods that you should avoid is on the right side, and they are also detrimental for the obesity occurrence. If you don't want to become obese or if you're trying to reverse the scale in the direction of a healthier body mass index, then this is what you need to do. Eat more fresh fruits and vegetables, more lean proteins, chicken and fish predominantly. And we always had medical personnel tell you go to the white meat. And then for those of us who don't eat meat, including fish, tofu is a very versatile protein source. Then you have your whole grains. It's important to stay away from the white processed foods and go towards the whole grains. You have brown rice, quinoa, and the quinoa is so versatile. Just like the rice, you can add and subtract and garnish with so many different flavors and other taste enhancing substances that are also healthy. Then your nuts and seeds and your legumes, beans and lentils, the things that you should avoid, which is so evident and visible within our society, the sugary beverages, sodas, and energy drinks, especially our young people. Please stay away from it. If you have ever read the label on a soda, you will notice that the second, or even sometimes the first ingredient in the thing is sugar. Then you have your artificial colors, which again contribute to so many ill reactionary situations from day to day, and people are not even aware that it is the food coloring and the sugar that is compromising your health state. You have to stay away from fried foods and fast foods, processed snacks, cookies, and anything that you can literally just take off the shelf, open it, and eat it. You must avoid it because they are usually compounded, loaded with sugar and fats, artificial coloring, preservatives. All of these work against your health, aside from the fact that they contribute to you being obese. Okay? You have the sugary desserts and, of course, the fast foods, burgers and pizzas. If you have these items, try and make them treats for special occasions, not your go to on a daily basis. And tomorrow we will look a little deeper into, you know, some other relevant tips as it relates to your eating habits, because eating is the ground, it's the foundation, not only how you eat, but what you eat and when you eat. Okay? Thank you so much, Tony. And we get back to our regular or the main course in our program for today.
Thank you, Doc, for putting me to sleep. I understand all those things, but it's interesting, and it keeps your life on a track that if you follow these things, you feel better, you look better, and better to come. Because the more you keep your body and make your body healthy, you can love better. You can have a better relationship. You can even think better, you know. And then people see you as a better person because they see you as energy. And so they try to wonder where you getting this energy from. And so it works well
Yep.
for the for your life living lifestyle.
The whole man, the whole being,
Thank you,
mind,
Doc.
body, and spirit.
Thank you, Doc, for going down the memory lane and waking us up this morning to a healthy lifestyle.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. All right. So we first of all, we a show based on relationship, but we understand that having a healthy life, have a better relationship. It it helps you in your everyday movement, in your relationship, your sexual life, and living with a value. and living with a some type of reason to live. Because if you just get up every day in a relationship and you just uh, say to the person, "Honey, I love you," that only gonna last so long. If you just kiss them every time they leave in the morning, that ain't gonna last so long. When you feel good, you act good. It comes out of you. And so sometimes now and then we need to strike you with the health tips to to live a better life. We're only trying to help you. And relationship, health and relationship work. Because when a man can raise his flag, or in other words, can have an erection or hat on, it affects his life. So that's why you got to stay healthy so you can keep that sexy woman happy. And then on the other end, if your wife is not physically able to lie in the bed with you because she sick all the time and do that, it's affect your relationship. So to live a healthy life, and it only helps. It helps. It helps in relationship. Anyway, let's go on to our show. I Let me tell you, I do not need to change my life for nobody. We're talking about our show. I don't need to don't wear my plaid shirt just to love you. I don't need to change people say this the way you do it. I live my life the way I want to do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Why in relationship you gotta tell me change your pants, change your shirt, do this, do that. If I want to wear my plaid shirt and it clean, ain't no hole in it, why I can't? Woman, I don't care what y'all say. I can beat them a woman. Woman has a tendency when they come in your relationship, they will change your whole relationship. They will change your whole life. Oh no, you know, wear slippers, wear tennis. You then when you put on the tennis, your foot hurt. Then when you go, and then they say they better than you, or you make me a better person. You can't make me a better person because I come ready. I come ready in my relationship. As a man, I come ready. You don't think I come ready? You can't tell a woman she come ready, because when a woman comes, she ready for you long time. She. Furthermore, let me ask you a question. Why, why, why a man can't change a woman? Answer that question for me.
Because a woman can't change a man, nobody can change anyone. Change is an inside work, and the individual may conform, but they are still who they are. They may
But that's
conform
the
for,
problem in relation.
and then they go back to being what is comfortable for them. And so, as you said, there is no need for anyone to try to change anyone.
Mm.
What you see is what you get. So trust what you see. And if it's not what you're looking for, just continue on smartly. You will eventually find what you're looking for. Because
Exactly.
outside of that, you are only setting yourself up for misery and, of course, the other party. And in so doing, you will constantly be at each other, back and forth. There
Yeah,
is no balance, there is no harmony, and of course, the unity is impossible.
yeah. But I don't understand this thing where, see, because if I change, if I drink lick, and you meet me drinking Kalik, the only thing left for me to do is put down my Kalik and go to God, right? So if I try to stop drinking Kalik just to make you happy, then I can be unhappy. So so it's a problem. So you come and create so I can stop doing it because I try because it's a new relationship or I just marry you. I trying to bottle myself so I can stop. That's because I love you. I can stop.
Well,
Eventually, the first good piece of row or good break, whatever it is, I going back. I say, you know something? I can be happy because I ain't doing nothing for you because you won't appreciate it. That's how it's be. And then I go in double. I ain't
well,
just drinking it.
well.
I can start drinking rum too.
So you see, it shows you that when you change a behavior, you must, well, often we do it because of our own personal convictions. So someone drinking Kalik doesn't harm you, but if you want someone to change a particular behavior, the best way to do that is to show them or share with them the reason why you think it is a necessary change, the benefit that will come to the individual who is practicing the behavior first, and then to the general relationship and the wider community. Because we know alcohol consumption is one of the major issues in relationships. When the person gets drunk, their behavior change, and it could end up in all sorts of undesirable outcomes. But aside from the behavioral component, there is the health component where the body does not do well with excess of anything. And Kalik and alcohol beverages is one of them. So when you consume those things, you're basically negatively impacting your health and well-being. So
Yeah,
that should be the motive, not to please the other individual, but to enhance your own personal well-being.
yeah. But relationships, I believe, if we just stop trying to change individual and love them to where they at. If you meet a fool and he's a fool and you don't want a fool, leave the fool. Why would you try to say I can?
Pick 'em up.
Well, you
Like
wouldn't.
it's like driving on the
Sometimes.
road. It's like driving on the road. You see hitchhikers all the time. Some people are more inclined to pick up an elderly person than to pick up a middle-aged person. Well, most people will pick up a female anyhow. But a man, people will be selective in whether they're going to pick up somebody who look like a vagrant, somebody who looks like a decent, well-dressed individual. Mind you, the external could be very deceptive. But at the end of the day, it is about being conscious in your decision making, right? Not so much selective, but being conscious and
Even, but even let me get a little deeper. Even in relationship, when you take me or woman in a relationship, you start controlling the
and that is
children, a family. This one, I don't want this one around, and this one, and it causes so much tension in the relationship until the relationship is now struggling to survive because your parents means the world to you, and your children means the world to you. But in some cases, your children could be a chaos to the relationship because they like their father and you becoming the stepfather. Who are you? So then the mother wants you to accept what the children offering. So I understand mother love. Don't get wrong, and I understand kids come from you and all of that. But when you take on this man and you say you love him, he's gonna he's gonna take majority of attention, but he's not coming to take your children away from you. Some men do. Some men try to get in between and divide them. But don't we go extend with the conversation. Don't try to change me for my values to change to adopt for your children.
Or even you, for that
All right.
matter.
And don't try to I should not try to change you not to take care of your children. It's a touchy situation. Relationships has this problem where there's infighting going on with the children, the husband, the wife, the ex, the whole nine yards, and becomes so nasty and a tear away from your relationship. Because as a man or woman, you now have to fight your children from a previous wife. Now you have to fight this woman who you just married because she's saying, you leave them children, them children. But watch, her children comes to you and you doing everything for her. And she ain't complaining, but she ain't want you to do for your children from the previous marriage. This tears relationship. I gone too deep for you? Sorry. I
No,
went.
it's not too deep. The thing is, where did the pre-marriage assessment go?
No,
Did
we what
did it
assessment?
take place?
What assessment?
Or were you
We
just focusing on the person and not
exactly.
all that they're bringing with
We,
them?
I man for man they only focus on love and the woman.
You sure
For
it's love they
woman,
focus on?
probably focus on everything. Okay, whatever, sex, whatever whatever it is. So, but 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 here's the problem. See, woman has the tendency, woman now, they have a tendency to always dictate. That's why I say don't change your mind. This is a conversation. They always have to dictate and always be the man as we pull away and join my family and go everywhere with me and my family. But the man's children are left out there. And even if they're not left out there, the children don't feel that way because you spend more time with your new wife. You talking about planning. You could plan until Jesus come home.
Maybe we need to stop planning
You're
and
newly.
just live.
So now, what happens to you? You now have to become a sneaker. See, you have to sneak now to go see your children. Most men go through this. You got to sneak to get your children something. You can't talk it because it can cause controversy. Because the minute you say, I give my child $100, you know the conversation can be, well, all the food we need in here, and you need this and the bill there, and you talk about giving your child, they're big grown. It's like a whole craziness. So you cannot let people change you and change what you have to do and what you have to right. You have to do what is right. There's too many controversies, too many breaking marriages, too many breaking relationships from people trying to change people. If you make me going left, you can enhance me by helping me go left, not create this atmosphere that fight me to go right. And you know, eventually, that's going to be a monster down the road. It happens all the time. This crazy love of mine wrapped around God. This, that's a song, sir. But it's true.
I hear that.
Oh, and the guy say, "Ooh, crazy love." That's crazy love. And so we have to, before we get married and before we commit to these relationships, we must have, like you say, a good view of what possibility in this relationship. It happens to most people.
So when you're courting someone who has children, you need to court the family, not
Yes.
just the
Yeah.
party.
But you must have a vision out. You have to put your feelings out there. Have a vision. What possibly it could, not negative, but what possibly could happen. What point A, point B, if left, right, turn. Because let me say something to you. In relationships, a lot of them, family causes a lot of relationship splits. Let me give you an example of one. I'm gonna give you an example of one. You get married to me. Your sister decided to take you out somewhere. You meet this guy. You meet this guy. You married to me now, but you meet this guy. Every time now, you use your sister as a cover up because your sister covers up for you. So you say to me, I going out with my sister, or I going by my sister. You going by your sister, I happy because you're going by your sister. Family, that's what they do. Not knowing your sister is the devil from hell because she didn't like something I say or something I do. She's gonna make sure
Wow.
you do not make it with me. It happens all the time. And what happens is that women sometimes are not smart enough to say to family, hold on, I married, it's just a tough thing to do, but I married this man for better, for worse, for richer, for poor. I am going his road. I'm, um, I love you. You could come and see, but this is the man I marry, and this is where I'm going. And a lot of time, people is choosing their family over their husband, and it's causing all this split. And only children get hurt, you know. Man don't get hurt. Man, let me tell you what happened. Man, happy to go because his mind is set on that. So he gone. That's as he ready to get his little thing. Now watch what happens to man though. When he then run and exercise a lot and he realize that I need tender love and care. And when he then do that run, he come back to what he know. He won't come back to what he know. And most times when he ready to come back to what he know, the monster then The woman I tell a monster. So the monster waiting on you. She done plan as you coming. And we we do this. Men, we do this.
Mhm.
After
So,
we Mhm.
so, Tony, what I hear from that scenario is that we make a lot of assumptions. We don't try to resolve misunderstandings because oftentimes, when the example you gave, where you would have said or done something, and instead of us trying to bring the situation back in balance where there is understanding, there is cooperation and unity, the individual instead undermines you and try to destroy what you are trying to build. So that is something within our society that we really need to move away from, all the negativity, all of the resentment and the rebellion and the revenge.
Yeah. And what happened? So you woman have this thing of like to get even. Y'all telling that's why you're telling monster. Y'all like to get even. Y'all happy this happening. I could play this now because I got the power. So and you woman almost got it planned. They almost have it. They know you're coming back. Some of them is no, because the way they treat you, they say, well, he ain't got nobody else. This is what they say. He ain't got nobody else to do that. He could go to the, yeah. See, you could be ugly, but the way you treat people, you very pretty inside. They don't outside outside the parents, they ain't shite. All listen, all them bright color long hair, they taking care of themselves. They focus on themselves. Money fool. You keep them as trophy, but you love gal. The only trophy. They so full of themselves. You get pain in the back. Ask them to see if they come in to rub it. They say rub it 5 minutes, and they go, yeah, okay, now I gotta go fix my hair. I telling you real well. I have been through women experience. I have been through them. I had, let me see, when I was a baller, when I used to travel the world, right, and have fun, you get them dime a dozen back in the day. They like ballers. They like man in uniform. Hey, that, only the uniform. Some of us only the uniform. Because we ain't into nothing. Let me tell you. We into the next ride. We into the next ride. So we into the next ride. They say, slap it down again, boy. Slap it down again. Let me stop and end the show. Melanie, let me end this show today so I get myself in trouble. But like I say, and I can close, let you love somebody, you meet them. Don't try to change them. Try to enhance them. That's a whole totally different. Enhance them, you know.
Enhance the relationship.
Yeah. Help them.
Because
Don't try to
when
change
you
them.
do that, you're actually enhancing yourself.
Yeah. Also, yeah, well, enhancing them. And so the breakdown comes when you're trying to change people. And if you make people change, they can fight back like a monster. And you don't want that monster in your relationship. So today, while I say, well, we will continue this on Wednesday. And Again, a little deeper.
Yep.
And
Definitely need to take it on. Because we're just like race cars, darting in and out of relationships.
we gotta help the people. See,
Yeah.
don't mind. Don't. I always say to people, and I say to you, don't mind. We have 100 hit people. Don't mind. We have a. Don't mind. Don't mind a week. Don't mind that. See, when you're doing something positive, people don't like positive. People always negative to something. Oh, this one and that. So once you each day or each week you get one, you are changing society slowly, one at a time, only one.
Yeah.
And we set out to help and inspire, uplift, motivate, and so that's it. And I would say this to you: if I had a church, if I open a church tomorrow, I will guarantee you, and you give me a community, I will have young people in my church so much that you wouldn't believe. I'm talking about young people because I know how to approach and I know their temperament and I know. So I will close with that. Anyway, today is Mel and Tony under the trees where we meet chat.
Hmm.
So, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, every 7:15, right here. Good day, everybody.
See you on Wednesday.
Yep. See you on Wednesday, same time, same place, under the tree. Mel and Tony. Bye bye.